Hello, music community. It's time for another one of these. Yes. And as you can see, a nice stack of CDs. Um, this time around, we have almost all jazz, with the exception of the one on top there. The rest is jazz, so if you like jazz and you still care about CDs, this is one for you. So, stopped by the Pet Adoption Center Thrift Shop, and I suspected that since they had cleared everything out and remodeled and were back open for business, I suspected that they'd be getting stuff in, and it'd also be easier to tell when they got new stuff back in. So yeah. So someone donated some jazz, so cheers to them, because, yeah. And the last one on the bottom there. Yes. Yes. All right. First one here. World Groove. And this one actually made me think of Trish. Trish Mullins, DJ Trish. Yeah. How are you, Trish? Very cool. So, now on to the jazz. I mean, that could have some jazz elements to it, but all right. So we have Paul Desmond and the Modern Jazz Quartet. Pardon me. Yeah, this is recorded live on December 25th, 1971 at Town Hall, New York City. And a few of the CDs were this Red Baron label, which I hadn't heard of before, but yeah, very cool. St. Marcus and 201. This was definitely a blind buy. I haven't heard of Steve Marcus, but looks like he plays probably the sax there. You can just make it out there. Yeah. A couple by McCoy Tyner. So this is McCoy Tyner Big Band. And I don't know if you can make it out down here, but Birdology. That's what that logo is there. Birdology. I like that. Very cool. Things Ain't What They Used to Be. Cracked case, but, that can be easily fixed. Very cool. This one is a blind buy, but it's Jan Garbarek, Bobo Stenson Quartet, Witchy Tai 2. Or it could be Witchy Tai To, I don't know. But that's pretty cool. But the last track is Don Cherry composition. That is Desireless. So Don Cherry is someone talked about in the music community, and I have yet to add anything by him to my collection. So, all right. The first of two CD sets. Remember these cases? Yes. So the first is Benny Carter, Harlem Renaissance. And I believe this is a live performance. I don't know if it's one performance or if it's a couple different performances, but very cool. and it comes with a booklet. Booklets are always nice. Something to read while listening to the music. Although I don't do that often, actually. I should do it more, but sometimes you just want to focus strictly on the music, and that's what I tend to do. Here are a couple by an artist, including another 2 CD set. This one is still sealed. Earl Hines, Reunion in Brussels, recorded live March 17, 1965, Brussels, Belgium. A lot of these you see are cutouts, but that's fine. I don't care. And then the 2 CD set. It's kind of funny because is that the only picture available of Earl Hines? I don't know, because it's the same picture. It's just anyway. Curious. Well, obviously there's at least one more picture of him. There he's looking very 50s, like 50s jazz. Very cool. Ugh. This has a stiff cover. See, there's some more pictures of him. Why would they use the same picture? We don't know. This one's mostly text. Anyway. Yeah. So that is cool. I still don't have nearly enough jazz in any format, so I was thrilled to find these. Yeah. Just one more, and if you know my taste in jazz and know who you might know who my favorite jazz musician is. And at some point I had somewhere between 12 and 16 of his albums on CD. And he was one of many artists that, when it became super easy to, rip your music to your computer, I did that and sold all the CDs, and to this day I regret it, especially because the hard drive crashed. I've told that story before, but I know I have a lot of new viewers, but so a lot of that music I had gone, just totally gone, but I never see this artist's music in the wild, like, in thrift stores, basically. And usually not even in record stores. My favorite jazz musician, Chet Baker. And I'm not familiar with this particular album, actually. Well, it's most likely a compilation. A lot of his albums, they weren't studio albums, they were more compilations. But Chet Baker, My Funny Valentine. Very cool. Very, very cool. Just a few on here. Of course, My Funny Valentine. Someone to Watch Over Me. Moonlight Becomes You. This Is Always. I'm Glad There Is You. Time After Time. Sweet Lorraine. It's Always You. Let's Get Lost. Moon Love. Like Someone in Love. I've never been in love before. Isn't it romantic? And I fall in love too easily. So good, so good. If you're not familiar with West Coast jazz, or certainly if you're not familiar with Chet Baker, definitely check him out. Cool jazz, great for relaxing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.